So this is called the pick 2 of 3. And what this is referring to is usually I can get 2 out of 3. Sometimes I'll get all 3, but almost always 2. But what's more important is just identifying of the 3 things I'm about to share with you, which are the most important. Kind of put them in order. So these 3 things are going to be price, location, and condition. So price, meaning what's the budget? What's the amount that you would like to ideally spend on the home? Number 2 is the location. So where within Denver are you hoping this home to be located? And then this third one, condition, is referring to how is the condition of the home? For example, is it a brand new home? Or maybe it's a home that was built 50 or 60 years ago. Is it a new construction home? Is it a home that's in really good shape and won't need any improvements after you purchase the home? Or maybe it needs a little bit of TLC, a little bit of sweat equity once you purchase the home. So those are the 3 things. So what's important is with your specific situation, figuring out which are at the top of the list and kind of go down from there. So with all that in mind, the exercise that's really fun to do is just talk through this with whoever else is going to be living in this new home with you on the price, location, and condition of the home. Figure out which of those is the most important. So I'm just going to do a couple of quick examples of this for you guys just to kind of put this into practice. Let's just say that we're out and looking for a home in the Denver area and our price or our budget, the amount we'd like to spend, is right at $500,000. And let's just say for the location, we pick an area called Sloan Lake, which is actually one of my favorite parts of Denver. I used to live in this area. It's very, very popular, so very much in demand. So those are the 2 things first, the price, $500,000, location, Sloan Lake, and then the third one will be condition. But we'll start with those first 2. So in that Sloan Lake area, at a budget of $500,000, we're not gonna find that much inventory even available. So the condition of the home, that third one, is going to be what needs to give a little bit. Maybe you have a dream of having this brand new 2,500 square foot home, newer built construction, turnkey. Well, in that area of Denver, at a $500,000 budget, we're probably not gonna find a whole lot. So we might have to give a little bit on that condition of the home. Instead of that new construction or really turnkey type property, we might need to find a home that needs a little bit of TLC. Maybe it's a value add property where after purchasing it, there's a few things that maybe a year or 2 later can be improved upon, adding value to the property, but also allowing you to still get the home today and then build into it in the future. So that would just be one example. You can almost always get 2 out of the 3. Sometimes you get all 3, but I think more importantly is understanding the importance of figuring out which are the most high priority in your specific situation. So I'll do one more example with something a little bit different. So let's just say that you really want a new build home. You don't want to deal with any older homes that just need some improvements. Maybe it's repainting or updating the kitchen appliances, or maybe something more significant like finishing the basement, stuff like that. So you just don't want to do any of that. You really want to find a home that is turnkey. It's basically brand new, ready for you to move in, be the first one ever to live in there. So now that we have that condition and as well as that price, so new build home and about a $500,000 budget, we're now able to zero in on a few different locations that fit that specific desire. Now with a $500,000 budget and looking at new build homes, we definitely have quite a few options out there, but again, it's going to give us a little bit better picture, a little bit better understanding of where the possibilities even exist. So this is just a really healthy exercise to do ahead of time, just to help, first of all, any realtor that you might be working with. So they're only providing you with potential homes that really fit what you're looking for. It just gets everybody on the same page and just a little bit more in alignment with expectations. One other thing that I'll share on this that I think is so important is that oftentimes the home you buy, for example, this year, that's not going to be your forever home. So if you're really getting beat up on this and you just really want a specific type of home, just understanding that it's still better to get in the game, and maybe it's that second or third home in the future that you buy that really fits everything, that really knocks all 3 of those out of the park. Again, the price, location, and the condition of the home. So this is just a really good way to not only have some of this at your fingertips early on in this process, but also it helps with eliminating any sort of emotional decision making. This is one of the biggest things that happens for realtors out here in Colorado, as well as I'm sure across the country, is letting emotion take over instead of having a very level head when it comes for searching for your future home. There's nothing worse than having, again, the price, location, and condition. We have a location, Sloan Lake, we have a condition, we want this beautiful new construction home, 3,000 square feet, And then emotion kicks in and we really want that, but reality just doesn't meet what we're looking for. So long-winded way of just sharing a specific little tactic, a little tool that you might want to try out sometime. Really, really helpful, especially when it comes down to overcoming this affordability challenge.